Welcome to Sunday night Planescape Turn of Fortune's Wheel as we are deep upon the plane of Ysgard, down into the depths of Jotunheim, and have been following a aberrant frost giant who claims that his amazingly sweet home of ice and death and snow is being corrupted by a hunger, and our crew electing to help them has followed him down into this cold place, into the resting place of an enormous head of Mimir, the god of all knowledge, things that being in which the Mimirs of the Planescape universe is, the Outlands one could say, is based upon. Access to all things. Our brave little crow, Simone, pecked out her own eye and gave it in order to obtain the ability to see paths that connect places to others, that is functional where distances matter. Which isn't always the case in the Outlands, and rarely so. And however, here it is most useful. So, with that, a door was open that essentially looked like a welcoming Adric smiling, giving us an idea into Simone's inner world and the obsession of her misery and loneliness. Even though her exterior is fluffy black feathers. And before we went through, Alistair turns back and asks Mimir a question.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Mimir, for giving us this gift and allowing us this passage to our destination. If I may, I just have one more question. And Alistair has a ton of questions, but he knows that time is of the essence. And while there's a lot of things he'd like to ask about himself and his own past situation, there's one thing he wants to ask on behalf of the group. He says, "You and many others have referred to us as glitches. Can you tell us what caused the glitch? What caused us to be this way?"
Glows softly. It speaks in your heads. There is a shattering. Pieces broken at the very center. To gaze into it is to have light reflected back at you 1,000 times. It is unseeable, but something is cracked, is broken in reality. At the very heart of all gods and philosophy. And this one crack spiders out like a glass pane, threatening to sever all of the multiverse. You were at the center of it. You were close to it. You are linked to it. That is all I know.
See. Thank you. And he'll turn and join the others. And he will sort of say to them, I do wonder if this mortuary that was mentioned in the note from my previous self was not the first time that we all truly met each other. I think we may be all connected in other ways as well.
Like how?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Half the fun is figuring it out.
Maybe he is your son. I will look between Alistair and Galliford.
I don't know how that would work, but I suppose anything's possible at this point.
Oh, wait. Whose son?
I believe he was insinuating that I was your son.
Oh, you're my son?
I don't think so, but PW insinuated it.
What
He
makes
may
you
have
think?
learned that.
So you think Alistair is my son?
It appears to be a possibility.
Oh, no. I've got so much to teach you.
Always happy to learn.
Good, because I'll need to teach you how to live off the land.
We probably have to survive this first.
Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
You are looking rather exhausted.
Just a little tired. I'll be fine.
I do think Simone just plucked her own eye out so we could go through this door. Why don't we just get a move on?
How's your eye feeling, Simone?
Hold on. Simone is going to just turn and look at you because she's been zoned out and say, huh?
Your eye.
Oh,
Does it hurt?
no. I think the process was interesting, but it doesn't feel awful right now. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, Simone took a great sacrifice for us, so I think we should all head through that door.
Agreed. PW will head first unless anyone else wants to go first.
Alistair will just follow as the group goes.
Neelan's just muttering about, why has nobody listened to my suggestion? You know,
All right.
I do
So
think Alistair takes a close look at the sort of visual of Adric as he passes by.
pass by what appears to be a never-ending bedroom. It just seems to go on and on as you go deeper. In this place of relative warmth and care, there you can receive a long rest.
oh, wow.
Oh!
Does that gets rid of exhaustion as well, right?
Yes, and it will here because of the path that you were able to get. So
Thank God.
So we can go ahead and take it?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
So other than that, this is just a travel day. So anything you want to talk about RP, you're free to do so.
Yeah, I think Califern would want to set up a nice watch schedule for all of us.
Are we like constantly in motion walking through this though? Or are we resting while we're inside the wormhole?
You can rest inside the wormhole.
Okay.
So. It's more like it rejuvenates you while traveling, but how you want to RP it is good with me. It's more about your perceptions anyway, what you think it is like, than what it actually is.
Alistair, would you like to take a watch with me?
If you think it's necessary to take a watch in Simone's bedroom path for us, I suppose we could.
Excellent.
Before you go, Alistair, can I borrow your notebook?
Certainly. I've been told my handwriting is, if I remember correctly, complete and utter chicken scratches. So I don't know if you'll be able to understand what I've written.
She'll snatch it away with both hands and say, I resent that. And then she's gonna...
So sorry, that would be offensive. I am so sorry.
You know, that was pretty foul. And then she's gonna take it while you guys are on your watch, and she's just gonna start looking through your notes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going to take from my satchel some of the cereal flakes that I've been using. So think of it visually, sort of like Frosted Flakes. And I just start laying them out and saying, okay, Alistair, you can sit here. And then I take a bowl and I place it right next to that. And I put some more flakes in it and I sit down in it.
Is this a ritual of some kind?
Yes. Well, now that you're part pixie, you should know that we usually... Pixies have a system, we call it bed and breakfast. And we have our breakfasts laid out so that we can sleep on them. And that way, if we have night cravings or we wake up in the morning and we don't want to get up, we can just eat right from the floor.
I see. I'm fairly certain where I come from, bed and breakfast refers to a house or home who has rooms rented out by the owners for other strangers to come as guests and stay for the night, and then they provide them with a breakfast in the morning.
I know that's what I'm doing for you. I as your possible mother, I am trying to provide for you sustenance to help you during the day. And I know that's probably more like what you're used to, but in the pixie world, we don't really have, we don't really have money as much as we have things we find.
So is it a bartering-based economy?
No, we do have people who cut hair, but not as
bartering, not barbering. Bartering, as in trade.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we do trade. Yes. Particularly with other people of different types. For instance, we sometimes trade with humanoids, such as satyrs and elves. You might have met an elf. Nayland, I believe, is one. They look similar to yourself, except they have long ears, sort of like I have. See, at one time, I think
what type of elf is it that aids semi deities in polar regions to create small sort of recreational items for children?
I am unfamiliar of these, but perhaps Nayland will have some information regarding that. But it's okay though, Alistair, because I didn't actually grow into my pixie form until later in life too.
Do you believe I'm going to sprout wings?
I mean, eventually, I think it happens to all pixies.
I mean, I have sprouted a tentacle from my chest. That was not a pleasant experience. And then it went away afterwards. So.
Oh, yeah, it does hurt a little bit. Like, for instance, sometimes when I lose my wings, it takes a little while for them to regrow. And there is that, it's sort of like if you ever have teeth come in, except on your back.
Have you lost your wings before?
Yes. Well, I didn't lose them. More like someone took them away, and you have to be real careful out there, Alistair, because a lot of people who just don't like pixies, and so you have to. That's why it's very important to always maintain a level of stealth and try to. Oh, you should do it right now. Try to hide, and I'll tell you if I see you.
Who took your wings away?
Well, I don't remember. It's kind of fuzzy. I just remember the experience was pretty painful.
I would expect so.
Oh, but don't worry. Your mother is okay. You don't have to seek revenge or anything like that, as I'm sure that person is long gone.
Do you dream, Kelifern?
Yes.
What do you dream about?
Well, last night, I dreamt I was in the forest and I was flying in the sky and the stars were out and there were a bunch of other pixies, but they were further away. And I kept trying to get to them, but the closer and closer I tried to get to them, the more they flew away. And then I kind of crashed into a tree and I woke up. What do you dream about?
We spoke of this.
I know. I want to know more though, because you were very secretive about it.
Further away from it, it's a little less intense in my brain. Dream of a lot of things. Rarely pleasant. I think I used to be or at least I used to do investigative work. I think perhaps outside of my normal job, the card says I'm a professor, and maybe this is something I did I for every now and again. When you investigate things, sometimes you are confronted by situations that may leave a mark.
Yes.
Mentally.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I investigated. There was this shoe I found once, and I wanted to see what it was like, and it had these fumes in it that I'm pretty sure I can still smell. This was the other day. It was Nayland's shoe. It was really nasty.
Well, smell actually has a very close proximity to memory in the brain. So smells can absolutely trigger memories of a certain kind. If you think too much about smells. But I'm more speaking of as you said, it was you don't have a clear memory, but it was painful when someone took your wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the best analogy I can make is one of finding in a home when I was investigating 20 to 30 pixies who had had their wings just removed.
What?
That's the best analogy I can make. But that is the sort of thing I saw.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you found me.
No, and attempting to give you a sense of the kinds of things I see in my dreams. I've not actually dreamt of pixies, but it's that sort of situation.
I think I understand, because I think you just helped me with something. You know, I've been feeling a lot of weird feelings about Nayland. I think it was an elf who took my wings. Maybe I'm reacting to her because it's reminding me of that. And that's sort of like a mental thing, right? Like what you're talking about.
Such thing could be. Could also be that whatever your uncomfortable feelings around Nayland is being that your brain is simply trying to connect it to something. Either way, Nayland does not strike me as the kind of person who would do that.
Oh, no, I don't think it was Nayland. I just think she reminds me of the person.
I see.
Well, I guess we should take a look at this bedroom, make sure nobody sneaks up on us. And don't forget to eat your breakfast.
He looks down at
Every bite.
the flakes. Is this breakfast cereal?
Yes. It's for the morning. You're having breakfast in bed. Bed
Yes,
breakfast.
yes. No, I understood that, yes.
And I will
make perception checks. Go for it.
Yes. Ooh, 21.
Okay. What's a fun extra detail they might notice in here? Neb?
And a fun extra detail. What are they? Wait, hold on. What are they looking for specifically? What was the verbiage?
We were mostly just kind of keeping watch, making sure nothing was kind of coming in, but I imagine our eyes
Okay.
were just wandering.
So it's like a never-ending bedroom, we said, right? As we progress through, I would say that you start to see a bunch of little scrawlings on the walls in like charcoal, like charcoal drawings on the walls of like us and like our like story since the beginning. So you might see like just like casual like little drawings, and maybe you see a drawing of yourselves sitting there having that conversation.
Wow. We're being watched while we're watching. That's so cool.
I wonder if it reflects thoughts going through Simone's head.
I turn around to see if Simone's looking at us.
Simone is looking at the notebook and studying.
Well, I'm gonna go wake up whoever's on second watch.
PW's been sitting there next to wherever you were. He just kind of stands up a little bit more. I have been here the whole time.
Oh,
Do you have dreams, PW?
I do.
Are they of electrified livestock?
If you want to refer to yourself in that manner, that is your business.
From a certain point of view, that makes sense. It's been theorized that one can bring a humanoid back to life through the use of an intense amount of electricity. Obviously a very unethical thing to test experimentally, but it's never stopped people.
Simone writes that down.
Yeah, Kelliford appreciates the bedtime story because that put her right to sleep.
Oh, dear.
Jibby's going to get up to kind of walk and look around a little bit. Finds the sketch of the group looking at itself in his head like it's around at 360.
In a little moment, like you just see one of you walking around looking at things.
I think Alistair would actually scoot a little over towards Simone. Is there, pardon me for disturbing you, my dear, is there a specific thing you're looking for that I could help with?
I'm just thinking about how we're existing in this space a little bit and where we go when we're gone. And I know that you write down a lot of things that come to mind when you think about where we are. So I wanted to take a look and see if there's anything in here that I can make sense of also, for the purpose of, well, the purpose is mine.
Understood, and I would not intrude upon that. To help, do you mean where we like go across these planes we're traveling, or this bedroom, or something a little more existential?
I think both. Maybe like time travel, but it seems like it would be like not linear. In this I guess existence. It doesn't seem like if I think I understand things correctly, even if we were able to time travel back to, well, a while ago, I don't think I would find what I'm looking for. I don't think that he would be there.
I see. The problem is, it seems that time works in an unusual way, at least in the Outlands, I think, as Zephyr called it, that we are traveling across primarily. At times seems very strange. As you say, not really linear, not in a straight pattern. So I do not know, and I also don't know. I've been mulling over what the Mimir said in answer to my question about what the glitches are, and it sounds on the one hand, it sounds sort of like what we've been assuming, where sort of variations that come in and out, but I don't know if those variations are a single split, as in a decision was made at some point, and there's a theory that every time you make a decision, a new sort of universe is created because every possible decision breaks off and creates a new timeline. I don't know if that's true or not, but from everything you've told me, and you knew him much better than myself, I'm not sure that Adric and I would be easily split from a single point like that.
I don't think so either. I think my best chance of ever seeing him again is to find a way to travel through these doors, but I don't think I'm smart enough to figure that out.
That perhaps would be one way, but I do feel like what it is that you all set out to do initially, to try to understand what the glitch is. If we could understand that, it might make it easier to understand and maybe even communicate across the glitches. Alistair gets sort of a little wide-eyed and his brain starts buzzing.
She'll hand you your notebook.
Oh, thank you. But he will continue to speak out loud to her as he's sort of writing. He's like, if it's a cracked shard that's split, and its splitting is in splitting light, then it's going to shine light in possibly millions of different directions. What happens if the crack is fixed? Does it coalesce, or does it simply it might allow passage?
Pensage.
Regardless, I think that perhaps our best bet is to try to understand what is happening. And if we can understand what is happening and understand the rules, that gives us our best ability to rectify things. So if you're up for that, I'm certainly up for trying to understand that mystery. And maybe it'll take us both closer to some answers.
She'll start digging through her little pockets in her cloak and just kind of keep her hands in her pockets and say, well, I'm pretty much up for anything at this point, Alistair. I appreciate you guys, and you're good friends too, but what happened to him wasn't right, and I don't feel okay. And then she'll just like look down and then look kind of back up at you and say, well, it's okay. It'll all be okay. Right, bestie?
Of course. It's never easy when you witness something that you know was not right. And you look back on it and you wish you could have done something, even if you couldn't have. My only advice on that, and it's not much coming from me because I fail to do this on a regular basis, but is to attempt to not let yourself become too obsessed with it. But I think we both know that that's a very hard thing not to do.
She'll put her finger up to her beak in a shushing motion, and then she's gonna walk away.
Alistair just sort of sits there, watches off after her, and just sits sort of staring forward for a bit. Sighs and says, I'm not looking forward to the dreams tonight.
BW has turned his offhand into a clipboard that is holding a piece of vellum that is very cleanly cut, rectangular in shape, and he is drawing on it. He's drawing a picture of himself, drawing a picture of himself, and then he's looking at the drawings on the wall to see how closely they're going to match. He's trying to overload the internal system.
It's hilarious. Anything else? All right. Any moment for Nailin or for Silver?
No, I think the only thing Silver would do during their watch, because like a lot, like I feel like a lot of it, everything has just been like too much, like existential, like dread for the day. So she's gonna focus on something that's that she knows, which is contemplating what she's gonna teach A, B, and C when she gets back. Like what cool battle moves are we going to learn? Because she's already taught them how to lie down, roll over, and to go for the jugular. The 3 basics. Should we do a pyramid scenario next? And of course, A would have to be on top.
You're doing this with who?
The cats.
Cats.
The baby cats we stole that aren't snake cats yet.
Yeah.
You know, the
Oh.
other children we orphaned.
Oh, you brought them along. Okay.
They're not with us. They're on the
Stop! You
said
they're with you.
Okay. So you're just thinking about it in your own mind.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we took them onto the ship, and they're on the ship because we didn't take them into Glorium with us.
That's what I thought. So I was a little confused.
Yeah. So she's just contemplating what she's going to teach them when we get back.
Naylin, I think, are we just sort of like pantomiming the need for sleeping to get this rest? Must we rest in order to gain the benefits of a long rest inside of the wormhole?
What do you perceive to be true?
I imagine that Naylin is feeling quite uncomfortable in this never-ending bedroom. I think if it were an option to not rest if you do not feel restful, I think she might be frustratedly not restful, and I think she would be like trying to force meditation with yoga, and would actively be not looking around and exploring the bedroom. I do think that the one thing she maybe would like to study is, I think she has a sense of Silver's personality. I think she has a sense of Silver's resilience and zest for experience. And I think she's curious how Silver is faring now after having almost died. So I think I'd like to insight check how you're... I see you like looking normal, and I'm wondering if your internal space is as normal as you seem.
There is no normalcy in Silver's internal sphere. She's
Well-
very much ADHD in her head.
I also rolled a natural 1, so there goes that.
Then Silver would probably be give you looking at her. She would be like that, like chaos is her sphere. She knows where exactly what to do in this whole scenario. She is on her A game. She is team leader.
Got it. Great.
The picture of cool, calm and collected.
Oh man, if it wasn't a natural 1, even if it was a 2, I'd find it suspicious. But since it's a natural 1, I'm just like, damn, so cool. Wow, almost died. And it's still a rock star. Shoot.
Very nice. Anything else?
Not during the night, but in the morning, Kelifern will check to make sure her breakfast was eaten.
Did Alistair eat his breakfast?
In the middle of the night, he had a nightmare. He thrashed and he crushed all of the flakes on the floor underneath him with the powder.
That does not answer the question.
He gets up and he looks around. He doesn't really see anything, so he assumes he ate it the night before.
And as he's turning around, looking around, we just see it all on his back.
Yeah.
A dusting.
Yeah. Must have gotten up in the middle of the night and felt peckish, I guess.
You didn't eat your breakfast.
I didn't. It's not there though. I must have.
It's everywhere, Alistair.
Well. Oh, and he starts to see it on his sleeve. Oh dear. Well,
It took me
Oh,
months
that'll-
to save up for that many flakes.
Oh god.
I thought pixies didn't use money.
We don't. I had to get all sorts of interesting things to trade for them.
Well, then we'll just have to find more interesting things on our outing, won't we?
But I was trying to provide for you.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
I'm the worst mother ever.
I'll lean over to PW. You perhaps really should explain to her that I am not her son.
You see, Kelifern, it is expected human raising experience that they frequently destroy things and cover themselves in messes. This is an expected part of growing up.
Oh,
You must support him despite his failures.
I'll try. Good job, Alistair.
I mean, he's not wrong.
PW, reassuring Pat.
I'll make a note. Well, everyone, shall we continue on our mighty way?
As I say, PW was going to look to see if any of the wall scribblings had the moment where Naylan looked in awe upon Silver at her magical competence. We'll copy that one down. I shall lead the way out the door unless anyone desires to otherwise.
I think we are all ready.
All right. So good to go. Right. All right. Then, in that case, you exit. You push through the bedroom more, and ultimately you are taken to what seems to be another door. And there's Alistair opening it up, waving, and gives Simone a little kiss on the head.
Oh,
Was
And
Ad-
it is
Yes.
Too soon.
Wah!
Yeah, that was Edric.
and it is a darkness beyond the door. As you push through, bitter cold hits you like a brick.
Ugh.
And I need
Really
con
exhausted.
saves.
Oh,
DC 21 for exhaustion.
Christ!
21?
I'm using my inspiration. There's 3 in chat, by the way.
There's no point in me using it. Someone who can actually make use of it should use it.
Oof.
Damn it.
That is 22.
11.
14. I'll take my exhaustion.
You said it was
She's
21?
pretty exhausted. Yeah.
So if I meet it, does that...
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Whew.
10.
Spend psychic power.
Man, we should have done a bunch of cool stuff in that bedroom while we weren't exhausted.
Oh,
Get all the cool
Kinky.
moves out. Hey!
I made a cold breakfast and everything.
All right. So you're hit with that, and the intense sense of foreboding as you seem to be in a room where the ice has come up and split the stone somewhat. The ice and snow, and the wind blows. You hear whispers upon the wind.
What happens if we
What
fail?
do they say?
You had 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh,
They say shush. She's describing the room.
And roll for initiative.
What?
Wait, is that an ability check?
What? Is one of the
Seven.
abilities?
Oh, initiative.
Initiative is an ability check, yeah, so you have a disadvantage.
Oi.
Also
Oh,
clarifying,
well, I guess I should
everybody
roll
could have
again.
subtracted 1 level of exhaustion, right, for the our adventure through.
Oh no.
Right. People who got the long rest took away a level of exhaustion. Then
Yeah. So that if you like never...
Oh, I only lost 1? Oh my god. That's why
Yeah,
I'm back. I'm still at 2.
I rolled 2 6s, which is sad, but also a good way to have a disadvantage if they're both the same number.
Wow, I'm looking at the initiative rolls. We are
Hey, we're in there. We're just not going to be first.
all right, make sure I got this. I got Nayland at 11, Silver at 5, Patient at 12, Alistair at 10, Simone at 10, and Kellefern at 9.
I
Yeah.
added a psionic dice to mine,
No.
so it's 6 over an 18.
18. Okay.
We had disadvantage, right? Because I rolled twice.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be a 7.
Oh, Simone at 7. Okay.
Simone, yeah, 7.
Yeah, that's why I
Silver got
checked.
5 as well.
Silver's at 5. Yeah, I got Silver at 5.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty.
Good thing we all told each other everything we wanted to before, you know.
Before we die. Yeah.
So at first, as you look, it is just this room, but things are cracking. Something's wrong.
Oh, I put them on the map already.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay.
tube stuck full of nails. What the?
Oh my goodness.
All right. Bursting from the ice is a slug-like worm with icicle teeth and spines as it burrows toward. I believe PW opened the door,
I did indeed.
so we'll go with that. All right.
Oh, look, your head could perfectly fit in there if it didn't have. Sorry.
Amazing.
It's got to grapple me first.
Okay. A little tendril. Actually, let's see here. Yeah, It's been open with this action. Now it sees all of you. It comes up and is going to do a 30-foot code.
Like vanilla.
30
I think
foot
I think
cone.
it's everybody.
Yeah, you're all fucked.
All right. I need a DC 15 con save, please.
With disadvantage.
No, saves aren't
Let's
disadvantage.
just say.
Oh, okay. Woo.
I succeeded
Yes.
Nice. Me too.
Well, yay.
by one.
Hey. Time to die. Good to know you, bestie.
Okay, bumped another psychic dice for 17.
Stop laughing, Matthew.
I just rolled unreasonably high. That's
Oh no.
all.
Oh.
You know, I'd be
Okay.
upset, but I don't have to repaint many.
All right, so patient. What did you get?
17 total.
17. That passes for 25 cold.
Ooh.
Alistair.
What?
I got a 22.
22 passes for 25 cold. Simone.
Goodbye, friend of Hagrid. I got a 4.
A 4. That is 50 cold damage.
Okay.
Turn around, back in the door.
That door's gone.
Jesus.
Kelliford.
7.
50 cold damage. Nayland.
19.
19. That is 25 cold. And Silver.
16.
16 is 25 cold. The whole area is difficult terrain that was sprayed.
Perfect.
Flying though.
True. Alright. Yeah, so its turn was bursting forth and doing that. Next, Ice puts together and forms the odd shape of a giant.
I'm sorry.
What an odd-shaped giant.
And let's see here. Oh, okay. It will. Actually, it's going to go up to patient, and
Who's going up to patient? I'm sorry.
it starts to slam the one Rhymehawk here. We'll go ahead and begin slamming into them. First
Do you like his ice staff? I do.
is an 18.
That is a meat.
Okay. That is 13 bludgeoning and
Any
6
dodge.
cold. Okay. So Yannick edged the 19. So that would be 9. So it takes its second. For 22 to hit.
I will definitely do it.
12 bludgeoning. And 13 cold.
Big yikes.
Patient whispers.
You can see a giant ice javelin sticking out of my torso at the moment. It is fully all the way through. I am not looking great.
Not my fault.
Whilst I am
Okay.
whilst I'm transfixed by this ice spear, I'm going to reach up with my hand, and it's going to turn into a gun, and I'm going to shoot it into this rhyme giant's face.
Nice. So you got disadvantage on that, right?
Yourself. On your
What thing would give me disadvantage?
Were you within melee, or are you flavoring? Never
yeah.
mind. I forgot we flavor that. It's
Yeah.
not an actual gun. Never mind. Go for it.
It's a 26.
That hits.
Am I within a distance to get flanking? I don't think anyone's close enough.
No.
And no one's within 5 feet.
I mean,
Regular
Silver's
snake.
within like 7 of them. But who's he gonna flank? But then if he hasn't moved around any.
So it's 6 psychic damage,
Okay.
and I will fire it into his face again. Ooh, for a natural 20.
Oh, very nice.
That's another one of those laser ones, man.
For 14 psychic damage.
Nice.
Choo choo. And then I am just
I got you doing
stuck
that
here.
too. I mean, you could go around in between the middle of them, but I don't know if that's going to help.
Sure.
There's not a way to move that would disengage me from the worm, though, right? Because the worm is touching me on the other side.
Yeah. Both up on your ass.
Okay, yeah, then I am good where I am currently.
Okay. Naylan.
Oh. Okay. Can I do they look like they have like the black eyes of like that our giant friend was telling us about? Do these look like mind controlled giants?
No, these more like structures of ice that have this shape, giant-esque shape, like large humanoid. It's like kind of something else.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. And this is magical difficult terrain that the spell created?
No.
Okay, great.
Just frost. It is regular terrain. It is
So-
regular difficult terrain. Blah, blah, blah.
I could move through that without extra movement. And let's see, because of my ranger level. I think I will just, I just want to get myself, I suppose, 20 away from the one that patient is hitting, and if I don't have to move, that's fine.
From the ice one or from the worm?
Whichever one patient caused damage to. Was it both?
Matt, which did patient damage?
The one that's right there.
The ice
It was
one?
the rhyme giant.
Yeah.
You don't have to move.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna start hawking daggies.
Okay.
Bonus action, my anti-magic strike. Are these at disadvantage for exhaustion, or no, not yet?
I know attack rolls are not.
Okay, great. Okay, my lowest was a 23.
Okay. 23 hits.
Okay. Let's see. Let's roll this. And let's throw a favored foe on it as well. To give me another 1d6. And give me a wisdom save DC 15.
Got it. Wisdom DC 15. Got it. 1 second here. Sorry, I gotta reorder something because orders do things. Okay, so DC 15 Wisdom save on Mr. Ice Insanity. Ah,
Icy. Number.
there we go. 4.
They are restrained
Very nice.
for a round.
Got it.
And do you need to know what types of damage it is, or if it's all magical, it's all the same?
For him, well, you're fine.
Okay, great. So then it's a flat 30 magical damage.
Oh, he is very slushied. Right. And Alistair.
So I didn't catch it. Is Simone actually down?
No, I'm at 10 HP.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
No.
see chat.
No worries. So Alistair, this all happened very quickly. Alistair starts to panic. Like, no. Starts clutching his head. And These things are made of ice, so are they akin to constructs made of stone, metal, or crystal?
Yeah, they're crystal basically.
Gotcha. So I'm going to cast Shatter, and I'm going to center it such that it catches the giant and the worm, but
Okay,
not.
so then I'll tell you they're not constructs. So I was a little confused.
Oh, okay.
They wouldn't be considered constructs for this.
Okay.
I miscounted, Matt. There's another 6 damage on top. It was 36 total.
All the same, he's going to. Oh, sorry. He's going to cast Shatter anyways. He sort of pops. His eyes pop open and a psychic blast goes off to catch both of them. It's a DC 16 con save.
Okay. Very good. So they both pass.
Oh. All right. Well, it's 20 thunder damage, which I guess half to 10 thunder damage.
Yes.
Aha! Take the thunder.
Got it.
Then they're not. Shoot. Okay. So they're both still up.
Yes.
Okay. Then he will. After that, his arms start to do the thing where they start burning with the green fire, and he's going to launch 2 Eldritch Blasts. It's going to throw him at the giant.
You got it.
So it's +8. Okay. The lower of the two is a 12.
12 misses.
Okay, but I'm assuming that a 26 will hit.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So that's another 10 force damage to the giant.
10 force.
Yep.
Okay. Best way I put it on the right giant. Okay, so
Yeah.
on you. Okay, that's it. Next,
I do Pikachu.
the one in the back is gonna come forward and try to get somebody. Who's it going to? Their art department.
Well, does they want Aelin or Silver?
Nailin.
Oh man. What are you doing?
Here we go.
Yeah, those not old.
First one misses with a natural 1. Second one, 21 to hit.
Hits.
That is 14 bludgeoning. So you freezing your blood for additional 9 cold.
Absorb elements.
Okay, so you can take 4 cold. So a total of 18. Okay, good. Then Califern.
All right, Califern will fly to flank with Naylin against this ice creature.
Boom.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use my magic short sword here. That is a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I will use half my sneak to knock them prone. So damage will be a total of... I get surprised, that's what I'm rolling to. 17 total magical piercing.
Is he actual prone or is he immune to prone before I knock him down?
He actually will get prone.
Okay.
So this is the one. Which one is this?
That's the one that just hit Naylin.
Nailin? Okay, cool. 17. What did you say about surprise?
Oh, no, I have a surprise roll. So my fighter class lets me roll a surprise dice similar to a sneak dice. It's a little confusing, but what I was saying was the reason I'm rolling full sneak attack damage is because I have the 1d6 surprise dice on my roll if I have advantage.
Okay, let's go.
So now that they are down, I will substitute my second attack for a feature to check them to see if they have anything on their person that they are not holding and anything that is not considered armor.
You said anything? Okay, yeah.
So as long as they're not wearing it or holding it, is what I'm looking for.
They do not have objects like this, no.
All right, fair enough. So I will go ahead and end. Wait, no. My bonus action is to resupply myself with my second wind, and that's my turn.
Nice. Very good. Simone.
Okay. So I have a question to clarify. So I took Warcaster. It says I can use my reaction, blah, 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 right, to cast a spell that has a casting time, 1 action to make an opportunity attack. When can I actually use that? Because I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah.
If it was to move away from you, most people's opportunity attack.
Then I could use my reaction to cast.
You can.
Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. Thank you, art
You're
department.
welcome.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to let's see here. I'm gonna shift into a dire wolf. Because I'm scared.
Oh
yeah.
man, I gotta go get a dire wolf.
Yay, woohoo!
Dire wolf. You
So
shut
I'm
it.
using my action to become a dire wolf, and then can I position somehow for like a flanking kind of thing with PW? I would have
She went to get your direwolf.
25 feet of movement, I think. Because it's difficult terrain here, right?
Yeah, it should still be frosty.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
White, blue, or brown?
Brown!
Okay. Do you want to flank the ice guy or the worm?
The ice guy's almost dead, right? So I guess the worm.
There you go.
Thank you. And I think that's all I can do.
Oh,
Got it. All right, then Silver.
Molly, you're muted.
I was muted. I have a few questions. Question 1. Am I able to get to the worm without provoking opportunity attack?
Yes, because you can go right through here.
Okay. The second question is, which one was slushied? The one with the big javelin drill axey looking thing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go for that one instead.
You want to get up in melee?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go right through the middle of them. Now we no opportunity attack and flanking.
You said she got one or no?
No opportunity attack.
Okay, no
because she's
opportunity.
right
Cool.
now 5
Cracks knuckles with magical fists. Pow pow. Wow, that's a double 4 for 12.
Wow!
That will miss.
Crack those knuckles a little too hard there.
18.
That hits.
I had to break through its magical exterior for 11. And then
11.
jumping
Okay.
to brute
So that-
force for an extra 9.
Nice. Comes in, boom, and it cracks and explodes with your force. So everyone in a 10-foot radius sphere of it.
That would be her and PW.
So you and PW need a con save, please.
13.
All right, 13.
16. Unless I need it to be better.
No, 16 passes. The 13, though, will get 14 cold damage.
Oh, come on, headphones.
How much movement do I have left? If I have 40 and difficult terrain does not affect me.
How much movement do you have left with your movement? She went to get something. But you want to move to a place?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the worm.
Oh,
I think
to the
you're
worm.
already next to it.
20.
Yeah, I think you're next to it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that works out. Because then I'm going to action surge and I'm gonna
Nice.
beat up the worm.
You got it.
Do I get flanking with anybody on the worm?
I do not. I mean,
I don't think so. I think that the other two on the other side are on
yeah, I don't think so.
the giant. That's okay. I will roll it straight. 19.
19 will hit.
And second hit is a 14.
14 will miss. Gets caught up.
So that's 9 plus 11 with the brute force. So
20.
There's 2 damage boosts. I don't know if anyone's used.
I have not. What's the damage boost?
D6.
So 2d6.
That's 8.
Sorry, my headphones want to keep going out of power.
Okay, from that hit, some of the ice pierces you for 4 cold damage.
And to finish it, I'm going to dump in plus 3 more damage for Fury of the Small.
3 more damage. There we go.
And I'm swearing in, I'm insulting their mothers in Primordial.
Oh,
Amazing. Alrighty. In that case, the worm in question burrows into the ground and is going to come up behind Silver and aim its 30-foot cone.
Did we get Sentinel?
For Sentinel, no, unfortunately.
Because you
gotta go for the most people, right?
So, so Daniel, so the way the burrowing to me is because if they burrow 5 feet into the ground, they're still technically within range. And by the time they burrow like 10 feet, they are under the ground and cannot be hit.
Does it
So
want
they don't technically leave range to provoke opportunity.
either way? It's
When
giving
they
Silver,
burrow.
but does it want PW and Nayland or Wolf and Kelly?
Since these two are beating at it, it's going to be
PW, Nayland, and Silver.
Yep. That will be the con save, please.
15.
14.
It's a 12 unless it needs to be better.
It does.
Then it's a 19.
Okay, so I heard a 14. The 14 will take 43 cold damage.
I do still have the absorb elements up for cold damage, so would it
Woohoo!
be
Is it till your next turn?
half? Yes. It says,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I have resistance until the start of my next turn.
Yep. So you would take 21, and it's basically 21 to everybody.
Whew.
Then,
PW falls over.
oh no. PW, death save.
Ooh.
You're so mean.
And Nayland.
Is Kelly taking the space of this thing, or do I have flank?
You have flanking. It's
I don't think it matters either way.
yeah, you don't
bro.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, cool.
It's
Okay.
prone.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start stabbing. Okay, first one is over 20. Jesus, I have elven accuracy, and I rolled a 2, and a 4. Okay, so 13 is the second one.
13 is going to miss.
Okay, so one of them hits. That's this. From the what's it called? Absorb elements. I have an extra 1d6 for hitting right now.
Cold though, right?
Yeah, cold. Oh yeah, so I imagine it's for yeah.
Yeah, it's immune to cold.
Okay, I'll roll that first. That's 4. Oh, it's immune. Got it. And this was 18 piercing, magical.
18 magical. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, give me a wisdom save.
Got it.
DC 15.
5!
Aha, restrained!
Nice.
And they'll take an extra 7 damage.
Okay, 7 more damage and they are restrained. Very good. Then Alistair.
Okay. Alistair just saw PW fall over, which freaks Alistair out because PW is this big robot thing that doesn't look like it. Like, oh god. So Alistair is going to. Is it an action to use a healing kit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alistair will run over PW and pull out. Shoot, I'm just realizing.
I'm
Alistair
full of
probably has no
incomprehensible
idea
buttons
how
and
to-
knobs. Yep.
how to apply a healing kit to a robot. How do you want to
I
roll
mean,
that, Matt?
electric shock probably goes better
I
than
think
a
that
robot.
that this one is specially stocked with some screws, bolts, and a little mini welder.
Okay. We'll
Place
say
Dude,
we'll say
I
that
love
Alistair is a ham radio operator too. So he knows he gets out his little tools for the ham radio. He's gonna stabilize PW, and then he'll look up at the worm, and I think he's going to. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points, and he just looks at the worm, and all of a sudden his eyes go black, and he puts his hand on the ground and says, "No more burrowing for you." And this is Everard's black tentacles come up out of the ground to get, because I'm kind of hoping that because they come from the ground, he can't burrow out of it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's your call. But
I mean, I like the logic.
Okay. So the black tentacles, do they do anything when they come up?
It's on the start of his turn.
Okay.
They go icky, icky.
It makes the difficult terrain, which it already was, and yeah, it's on his turn. He'll have to make a save.
Okay, very nice. That's it.
Yeah, that's action and bonus action.
Okay, so this Rymok is restrained and prone.
Yep.
Okay.
Sucks
So
to be
very
it.
good. Then he will swing. Is Califern's right there or no?
Califern's right there.
Swing at
And
Califer.
Nicolin's right there.
Here we go.
Oh no!
First one is the 13.
Let me check because I don't know what my AC is in this game. That misses.
Second, 11.
That misses.
All right. California, it's your turn.
All right. All right. I got my weapon out. I'm gonna go ahead and chop down at him. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
And we'll do a total of 19 magical piercing. I will then take my second attack.
Right. It is slushied.
Damn it,
That
now I
one-
want a slushy.
Is a 28 to hit.
That hits.
That one does 10 piercing, and then I will go ahead and activate Action Surge. And attack again. For a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that is another 10 piercing. And attack again. For a 28 to hit.
Very good.
And that one does 12 piercing. And then...
It explodes.
Oh.
Make a con save.
Oh.
You and Aelin.
Oh, great.
24.
12.
Okay, so with the 12, you take 11 cold.
Okay. And my, let's see. Bonus action. I'm gonna hide under him.
Matt,
Try to hide.
Matt, you're gonna have to one on my head that went
Okay.
again.
All right. Dufferin's hiding over there, trying to move.
Oh, just came
Can you
back.
bonus action hide or no?
Yeah, it's called underfoot combat. As long as I'm adjacent to a creature that's 2 or more sizes larger than me, I can.
Unfortunately, you're
bonus
not. He's no longer a creature.
Oh no! I'm not going to do that. Okay, I will fly with my movement toward the other one and hide under him.
All right, so she's trying to fly over. What's your movement?
30.
30.
So, I mean, Kelifern would see that there's a whole mass of black
Yeah,
tentacles
if you're going to
around
enter
the
in there, you're
worm.
going to take damage from
Oh,
the
crap.
tentacles.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
take
And they're very
damage.
obvious. Ah!
Oh, is anybody else down? You know what? Dude, does it have to be an enemy? Hold on. Adjacent to a creature, you can use bonus. Oh no, it is a hostile creature. Okay, I was going to put myself under nail in there. Okay, I guess I'm just going to stay back then, because that would be very foolish to fly into that insanity. So I will stay back where I was instead of flying over there. So
Okay.
just move me back.
Sounds good. So we're moving. Calibrin back. And Simone.
Hello, I'm eating Cheetos. Okay, so what is going to happen now? Ho ha ha ha. Okay, so the only enemy right now is this worm, right?
Yes.
Or is there still one that's like underground, or was that the one
And
that had
fear
burrows?
itself. Just
Okay. So if I enter that area into melee range, I'm gonna take damage from the tentacles.
I believe so. Right there with your spell, Alistair.
Yeah, I've set the spell up so that silver wouldn't be in it. So the idea is that that's sort of the edge of the spell right there.
So can I enter that area for melee?
Yeah. Yeah, because Calibrin was trying to
without
enter the
taking
space, which was the
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. Well, ha 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 ha. So I'm gonna howl And I'm going to pretend that that's what gives me pack tactics, even though it's just someone has to be within 5 feet of me. And then I'm going to get advantage on an attack roll. But since I'm exhausted, ×2, is that just a flat roll or is that still disadvantage?
Exhaustion doesn't affect your attack rolls yet, I believe.
Okay, cool.
That's 3.
Are you 1 level of
Then-
exhaustion or more?
Just 2.
I have 2.
Oh, that's what you just said. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So bonus. Here's 1 attack roll. That's poo-poo. Okay, that would be 12. Do I need to roll again with my advantage?
Yeah, 12 misses.
Or does a 12 hit? Okay, let me try again. 19?
That hits.
Woohoo! I'm doing things. Okay. All right. That is gonna be hit. It says, okay, so here's what it says verbatim on the sheet. It says hit 10, but then in parentheses it says 2d6 plus 3. So would you rather have me roll, or do you just want to take the 10?
You roll it, 2d6 plus 3.
The 10 counts if it hits you.
Damn it, 9.
Slightly below average. Okay.
And I think that's it. If the target, it's not a creature, right?
The creature.
Is the worm a creature?
It is.
Okay, so I need a DC 13 save or else it's knocked prone.
For strength, correct?
How do you
Yeah.
knock a worm from?
That is a 23.
It is still a worm.
Hey.
On its side. All right.
Your
that's all.
woofie, though, takes 6 cold for touching it.
Poop on you. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Silver.
Die, worm! As I turn around and go to punch it.
Do you want to move around to the side so you get flanking?
Yes, please.
You're welcome.
$25 to hit on the first one,
That hits.
and 21 to hit on the second one.
Hits as well.
9 plus 9 for 18 magical bludgeoning. And then another 9 for
Ooh.
brute force.
It is bloodied.
I will once again insult its mother, Primordial.
All right. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, it's turn. So what happens in these tentacles?
So it is a DC 16 dexterity save.
Natural 1.
Woo!
Excellent. Takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. So that is going to only be 9 bludgeoning damage, but it is restrained by the tentacles.
Okay.
The tentacles just wrap around it and start trying to twist it into different shapes like a balloon animal.
Gross.
All right. Let's see here. Tell me what it can get with its cone, because its cone just recharged.
Jesus.
Well, restrained means it can't move, right?
It can't do movement, but it can like rotate where it wants to do its cone.
Well, does it want to do the down person and the person who restrained it? Because everyone else is just going to be 2 or 1 person.
Okay. It's yeah. If it can get Alistair, it's going
Yeah.
to choose to do so.
That it can get Alistair and PW.
Just a
Oh,
pure
Everyone else
reaction.
is off enough that they're by themselves.
Okay. So that's PW
And Alice.
and Alistair. Con saves.
Do
Not
I
me.
make a save in the stabilized?
I mean, it wouldn't matter. So, because basically you take a failed death, and you are no longer stable.
Holy shit.
And what does
Yeah.
Alistair get?
That is a 10.
A 10.
Hey, Silver, good job moving.
Alistair, that is 47 cold damage.
Oh, you
Oh,
You see Alistair ragdoll and go down.
oh,
And that was the concentration
no.
spell, yes?
Yep, concentration spell. So
No longer restrained.
who's gonna
Right.
So it will, for now, burrow into the ground and not come up this round. And wait to be a bit more strategic.
Worm watch.
You're not watching anything.
And patient.
Death save.
I gurgle fluids out.
Yeah. So, just need the death save.
oh God.
Okay. So, yeah, I had a double check because of the, in case you got a natural 20. Naylan!
I am going to twist, or I'll clench my fist, and one of my rings starts to glow as an action. And I have, for the next minute, tremor sense out to 30 feet.
Oh. Very nice.
Can I tell where the worm is?
Okay. I would say it is 10 feet below Silver's position.
I will alert my friends, and I will say, I just alert my friends because I can't bring up the accent right now.
Do me a favor of just move Naylan within 30 feet of that, so we're fair, if she's not. There we go.
Thank you. I did have 35 feet of movement to walk around and sense it.
I know you did. That's what I was saying.
Beautiful.
We're
Thank
just...
you. And I think that'll be it for me.
Alistair, death save.
How do I do that on D&D Beyond? So you
Just
can see.
roll a d20.
Well, there's a... Yeah.
Oh, is there? I was just rolling.
Yeah,
you
it's
roll
up
these
in HP. You click it when, right?
Okay.
Once you're at 0 HP.
Yeah.
I'll,
I've been rolling the d20 and then just checking the boxes as I succeed or fail. So
Yeah, that's what I do. I didn't know you could do it
Yeah.
the other way.
I think you
sent
have
it
like
to
an
the dungeon
extension
master, so
There you
you
go.
see that.
Very cool. Yeah, there's some things I never know because I don't touch character sheets ever. We're like, what do I do this character? I'm like, very cool. Califern!
All right. So what exactly did Nayland say?
10 feet below Silver is where the worm is.
Okay. Okay. So I have disadvantage on medicine checks, but unfortunately, because she thinks she's a mom, she's going to try.
Come save your baby.
Yep. She would fly over to where Alistair is. I was just checking to see if I had any healing potions. I don't think I do.
Not sure you guys have ever had.
So, yep. Let's see what happens. Six. Did I just
Okay.
kill him?
No, just do not stabilize.
Do I take death saves for that?
Oh, no.
My baby.
Maybe on the next one. Maybe.
The problem is she's convinced that Alistair's a pixie now, so she's trying to heal him like you'd heal a pixie. She's shoving cross down his mouth.
Yep. So that's my action. My bonus action will be to. I'm going to move myself. And if I have to use a bonus action, I will. For I believe it's haste.
What's
No,
your
dash. So I'm going to move myself toward where Silver is.
what's your fly speed?
My fly speed is 30, but I can use dash as a bonus
You're
action.
gonna need to use that.
Then I use dash.
Should get in near Silver.
Yeah, and wait and see if this thing comes up.
Okay, but you don't have an held action or anything.
Oh no, I just used my action to not save my son.
Oh, check. Simone!
All right. I am going to bonus action revert form. And do the Naruto run and slide on my knees to PW. No offense. No offense, Phil. And I am going to put my hands on his torso and like knock and say, "That's interesting." And he's going to get healing from me, and that will be 22.
Oh,
There are 2 heal boosts in the chat.
One specifically
How
for
do I-
you.
you roll
Oh,
a
how do I
D6.
do? It's a D6 extra? Okay. What? 1. Oh, well. That's okay.
That works out because 23 rhymed with the rhyme that you had put together and 22 didn't, so.
Okay. 23.
CPW's lights kick back on.
And I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah, that's all.
Very good. Silver!
Okie dokie. I'm going to second wind. And then. So 5 plus 8. And then I am going to hold my action to punch this wormy as soon as he comes up.
Okay. Yep. It comes up next to you, away from Kelifern. You can get your punch in.
Punch. 18 on the first one.
So you only get the one, remember? 'Cause
Oh,
you-
right. 18. So that is 8. Magical bludgeoning.
Got it.
I sock it in the nose.
All right. A tendril comes out of it for a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 11 bludgeoning damage and 4 cold damage, and you are grappled. And then this tendril is like a bright blue as it pumps what seems like a cold liquid through it and around you. And I need a Constitution saving throw as you see it starting to freeze on your skin.
15.
Ooh, 15 just does it. You're not petrified. So you are free to free that way. But then it'll go ahead and drag you below the surface with it. ends up 10 feet below. Patient whispers.
The CPW come to and immediately look at his hands repeatedly, and you just see them rotating and moving around like he's trying to confirm that things work the way that they are and that he is who he's supposed to be. And he will spend half his movement to stand up and look around. Where is the worm?
People can talk.
Do I know where the worm is?
And you have your tremor sense, so it is 10 foot below where it was.
I'll point and I'll say it. It just went 10 feet down and it took silver.
If anyone can reach it, they should attempt to do so. The PW will kind of move towards it, but not go all the way there.
Okay. Are you holding action or anything?
I mean, can I attack at 10 feet out of the ground? I mean, is it just like down at the bottom of a hole and just shooting the
Well,
hole?
say
or-
you could hold if you wanted to.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, I will hold my action. You can see that my arm starts to charge up, and I'm waiting for it to whack-a-mole out. Shall shoot it in its facial area.
Aelin.
I trust that Simone's gonna take care of Alistair. I too will approach within 20 feet of the hole, and I'll hold an action to throw my dagger.
Okay. Waiting for it. Then Alistair, death save.
Okay.
Then let's make sure it's not a nat 20. Okay. Caliburn!
She just looks at those slow pokes and she's like, "Save Alistair!" And she's going to go up to that hole and she's going to go down the hole.
So it doesn't leave a hole, unfortunately.
No. Okay.
No. It has to go extra slow to leave a hole. It has to choose to do so. Otherwise, it cannot. It's just
Close the door behind itself.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, like caves
turn-
in, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
caves in, not behind it.
Okay. And where are they going? Well, if I can't follow it, I'm gonna go do another medicine check.
Okay. So now magic on Alistair.
Well, that's a 7.
You use your axe this
Shoving
time.
more frosted flakes down his throat.
Come on! Eat your breakfast and get up!
Just like hitting him over and over.
Like Pixie's just clapping because this usually works in their world. It's just
Yeah.
not doing it.
I do believe in magic.
Amazing. Simone.
Wait.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Did you have... Sorry, yeah. Something else? Go for it.
I'm gonna dash myself back to where Silver disappeared.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
You run back.
I used
Hands
to keep
covered
running
in
back and
crumbs.
forth.
Okay, Simone.
Hello. Okay, I have a question. There is a second heal boost. Can I use that? That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you cast
Okay.
again.
All right. Simone's gonna push through these bozos standing here, and she's gonna rub her hands together and blow on both of them, and then she's going to put her hands on Adric's facial cheeks and heal him for
As opposed to
16 plus 2, 18 healing. As opposed to his butt cheeks.
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say better cheeks. But
Oh. You will also touch his butt cheek. Just kidding. Sorry. Are you okay? And then
That was a particularly bad nightmare.
oh no. And I think that's it. 'Cause I don't think I can do anything with a bonus action. All right. That's all.
Okie dokie. All right. Then Silver.
Am I able to punch him while underground?
Yeah.
Not knowing where I am?
You're grappled. And I would say, yeah, well, you have dark vision, yeah?
And blind sight.
Oh, yeah, so you're good to go.
I'm gonna punch this creature who's trying to drag me to places unknown. Oh wait, no, I don't
Armor's
know why I
thinner on
rolled
the inside.
advantage. It's a 19. And then
19 hits.
the next
What did you
one
say?
is-
What did you say? Patient Whisper?
I was saying the armor's thinner on the inside.
Oh, there you go.
And then a 25.
25 hits as well.
So that 13 plus 9 is 22. Magical bludgeoning.
How do you want to kill it?
Yes. That's so epic.
As we're down under the ground, Silver's just going to squeeze around, find its face, and she's just gonna punch it until it stops moving. And then there's like brain on her hands.
All right. Then you got loose earth above you. So if you want to, you can. How do you burst out of the ice and rock?
I'd like to hear that. I'd like to think that you hear cracking sounds, and then all of a sudden, just this fist pops out from the earth, and then she just crawls her way out.
Does
like,
it hit me?
No.
You can go,
Like a zombie would be crawling out of the earth, but it's alive, just like bleeding, frostbitten goblin, just like I'm alive.
I'm like undigging
She's
like the
alive!
area around you since I was over there. Just kind of.
That's actually true because from those hits you did have to take 8 cold damage. So you come out a little
I'm
more
still alive.
frostbitten, yeah. So, all right. So then, as they burst out, we'll go ahead and go to our break.
Did I take damage for that?
No. All right, gonna get back here. Just waiting for the nibs to return. So, find yourself in this icy room with old thrones and chairs, stone table that is cracked. What would you like to do?
EW is pushing the metal of his chest back together.
Alistair is just kind of sitting on the floor, breathing heavily. So, is everybody okay?
I think we all look like shit.
Oh, well, that tracks. I certainly feel that way.
Essentially a regular day.
Where are we? Point man, did the giant child come with us?
Yes,
Okay.
they're with you. They look around. We're in. Looks like we're. Yeah, this is one of the damaged pieces. As you can see, there's a door, large here of iron. That should lead to one of the main hallways.
How far away do we believe that we are?
It's down the hallway. And then there's a guard room. And then should be the throne room where everything was.
So we should be in better condition before we push further or closer to the guard room.
You want to take a short little tiny break here?
Remember, please, if you can, don't kill anyone.
Kill anyone?
Does that include these creatures?
Well, I mean, that was Daddy's pet, but
What?
yeah, like we used to play fetch, but it seemed to be real angry. But I mean, I guess just don't kill my family. The pet, I guess that just is a casualty of war. Maybe.
You could have asked it to stop.
I tried. I was waving, but it looked like it got the hunger.
Then they were compromised.
So what you're saying is, if we see these yellow roses, kill those first, and not the people?
I don't know. I mean, do we even know if these yellow roses are bad?
It made my family nuts and tried to kill me, and I had to run away.
I understand. It's just I have this gut feeling.
Killing me's not bad.
No. I just mean maybe they're under control by some other weird force. We don't know.
And, I just have memories of yellow flowers being good.
I think what Califern is trying to say is that just like how we didn't realize there was more to the story of your pet who was trying to hurt us, maybe we just don't fully understand these yellow roses and jump into conclusions, you know?
As long as you can stop them controlling my family.
I mean, the sense I got is, I mean, Califern, there's many types of yellow flowers, and there are probably many that are very good and peaceful. The sense I got when I investigated those Valkyries, that these are not natural yellow flowers, at least not natural to these plains. They're coming from elsewhere.
No, I understand. I just seem to remember that, flying out in the wilderness, there were yellow flowers, and maybe they weren't so bad. But maybe the ones here are.
Perhaps the bigger concern, though, is if we are going to start facing family or even at least friends of our young ward here, that we do not have, as of yet, a way of separating the flowers from them. And if we are going to try to keep the people who have been made victims alive, we're going to need to figure out how to do that. Maybe if we are able to knock them out instead of kill them, we might be able to do something.
I believe we have a couple options, and he will point to the manacles that we all recently came into possession of.
That's a good point. I might be able to try. I don't know what it would do, and I don't know if it would expose me to something, but I can try speaking to their minds as well. See if I can. I don't know if there's any intelligence there that I can talk to.
Ask them politely but firmly to leave.
I can certainly try that. At the very least, it might allow me to understand what the connection they have with the host is. Perhaps after we've used some of the manacles.
Do you think you will be recovered enough after only a short rest?
I think I could be. Do we think it's safe here?
Here? Doubt it. I mean, it's freezing out, and wherever we end up stopping, we're not going to be able to make it warm enough to just, take a breather, I think. But it's probably as safe as anywhere else. In other words, we might end up more tired than we are now.
Unless we are able to move back into the space that Simone is able to access.
Oh, yeah, that was right there, wasn't it?
And it's gone currently.
And Simone is a wolf. But I can talk to wolves. I guess I could ask her.
As can we all.
Oh, you
I
can?
am not currently a wolf.
Oh. You just have a wolf picture.
I'll talk to her.
Simone?
Huh? What?
Are you... How are you feeling, Simone?
I'm fine.
You seem kind of distant.
Okay.
Are you mocking her lack of binoscopal vision at this time?
Well, we were wondering about the bedroom. Are you able to bring it back?
Am I able to bring it back? Because I can see it at all times, right? Or no?
No, you could, because you don't see a bedroom. You see the pathways between.
Oh, okay.
So you could travel, but you'd have to travel a place that would be some distance away, and then essentially 2 to 3 days may pass here, so it would not be, and more things could be here. So it probably isn't overly effective for what you're trying to do.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can see different ways to go, but that's not taking us to where we need to go at this moment.
Oh, maybe we should follow the path for a little bit and see if there's a safer spot.
I have a question. Let me look at something real quick. Would I be able to use my Outlander instincts to tell if there's a path that's like safe for us to go on here?
Because you're in the wilderness, so I mean, there's just like the room beyond.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if we move forward into further rooms, we might just run into more things. If we feel the need to rest, I think this may be the only real choice we have.
Okay. But don't expect any breakfast, Alistair. You didn't finish your meal this morning.
Understood.
I guess if we want to set up here, we could probably just kind of huddle up somewhere and wait out the snow for an hour.
I mean, do we want to take a short rest, or do we want to keep moving?
Oh,
I don't know what everyone else wants.
I currently
would
have
like to
33 health. I need a short rest.
How much health do you normally have? What's your cap?
107.
Okay. Well, I'm at 10 out of 60. So that's 1/6 of my health, as per my 5th grade math teaching skills. So I would also like to rest.
Just wanted to be sure we were all in agreement.
24 74ths.
Whatever that is. Okay, yeah. I feel like, okay. Yeah. Simone honestly is just going to go over to the corner and kind of collapse because she's so tired. So whatever that tells you, continue.
I mean, most of us are bleeding.
She's also a mobile sleeper, so whatever you need.
Try to use the snow to patch up my wounds.
Okay, we're trying to take a short rest here. Everyone roll a d20, please.
Boy.
Oh my goodness. I rolled the dice. The dice came up. It landed on the side of the thing, and it's a nat 1.
I am
An
no
8 unless I need it
better.
to be better.
I'm an 8, and that's what you're stuck with.
14.
I'm an 8 as well.
And
I believe that's a symbol for death in a number of countries.
Okay, in that case, as you try to take your short rest, you hear noise and realize that Does anyone here speak giant?
I do.
Okay. You hear the quick murmurings of looking for Fluffy.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And go check the broken room.
Guys.
And there's then you hear, so all of you just hear voices. You hear what it is, Kelliford, and there's steps coming down towards the room.
Bad news, everybody. They're looking for Fluffy.
May I cast Animate Dead?
Fluffy is not a humanoid.
Shit.
Is there space to hide?
Kidding.
Is there any chance you could turn into that thing, Simone?
Wait, isn't it in the ground? Didn't it explode?
It is underground. So there was a big
Yes, you know.
hole that was dug out from Silver. She went, ah!
I do feel that any attempt to create an illusionary form of this is not going to last long enough to help us in terms of them finding out what the truth is.
Who is good at lying? I am not. I am an honest person at heart. And some may say that I am, in fact, negatively impacted by
Listen.
lying.
Don't worry about it. I got this. I am actually really good at talking to people. Plus, I already speak the language. It's a win-win.
Yeah, Simone's
Yeah.
gonna hide.
PW hides. Yeah.
Yeah, they tries to hide her rules still. And he's like, because but even if they like you, they're just trying to eat you. They try to eat everybody. It's the hunger.
They
They're
won't.
just-
They won't. They won't. I can talk them out of it. Believe me. I am a pixie.
All right, you know them better than me. Their own son. You got it.
And I just kind of take Alistair really quick, put my forehead against his, and say, "My boy, whatever happens, just know that everything I do is for you." And then I will fly
Really
toward.
shouldn't be. It really, really shouldn't be.
Fly
It's
toward.
probably a bad motivation, I'm thinking, for you. But
Yeah, I'm good at it. I'm good at this. This is what I've been waiting for. This is my moment.
If we just leave her, we'll find a new Kelly eventually.
They grow
And a
up.
new Nayland, thank you very much.
Alistair doesn't know about that yet, so but some other people might.
Someone has not read the entirety of their pamphlet.
Was that in
Guys,
the
why don't we
pamphlet?
find a place to hide?
All right, everyone hiding. Give me a stealth check, please.
I'm not gonna leave Kelly on her own. I mean,
No way do I get a 4. So I'm just gonna tuck into a corner and like hide her head, but like the rest of her body's blatantly sticking out.
Just
Yeah.
Sure.
I rolled an 11. I'm gonna hide with the dead body.
Okay, hold on. Have to check a couple things
A
real
bunch
quick. Hold
of
on.
dummies.
What does the inside of this room look like, by the way? Is this like an ice palace?
There's stone chairs and tables that have been kind of split by the incoming glacier.
Okay, it's not evidently. Okay. He is going to. Alistair is going to actually move as close to the door as possible, put himself against the wall, cast minor illusion to basically create a wall over him. But he wants to be close enough that he can cast detect thoughts outside the room to whoever is talking to Kelifern.
Okay.
PW is going to pretend to be a chair.
So are you trying to get out of the room before they come in, Califern?
I'm trying to get to where they would be heading to try and convince them that Fluffy is fine and that
Okay, so you're coming out of the room.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you and Aelin. So open it up. As you they're about 20 feet away. They go, "Intruders!"
No. Not intruders.
not intruders. I am a pixie, and as you may know, pixies are magical tiny creatures who appear when important moments in your life occur. And I've come here to help you locate. I'm getting word from the other side. Fluffy.
The other side. Did you kill the pet? Is she dead?
No, I'm
On the side of
unsure.
the door, she's in there?
No, not in there. But I think I have reason to believe that she is. Well, she left this place. And she traveled that way.
Give me a deception check.
Is there any inspos?
All right.
There were 3 more that got put out. I don't know if anybody picked them up.
Yeah. If you take inspo, it'd be a flat roll because it is a disadvantage.
I know.
Sure.
I know. I already have disadvantage, so that's why I was.
Oh, okay. That works.
Take it. Take an inspo. We have
Alright.
2 left. Oh, I'm going to pop one in my sheet.
Here we go.
So I don't forget.
Uh, 26.
Oh, shit.
Okay. They look. You are a seer.
I am a pixie.
Come. You will be put before Utgarloki.
What?
We will take you to Utgarloki now. As they approach and flank either side behind the door, blocking off from you and Nayland. And then
Okay.
they
Okay.
go, follow us.
Yeah, right. Yes, of course. Right. That's exactly what I knew would happen.
Come.
Nayland hasn't understood any of this conversation. So she's just
Nick's
kind of
all
looking at
giants.
Californ for cues, and she's like, "All right, we're walking."
Was I able to get detect thoughts off to one of these giants?
So I actually don't think it would work. Let me check. Because does detect thoughts go through cover?
Oh, it has to be somebody I can see. I guess I'm not. I guess they're fully out the door and is the door closed. Is that the idea?
I assumed since
Yeah.
they
think
saw
so.
people not hide well, that they
Okay.
closed the door. That was my impression.
Okay, all right, then yeah.
I sure pretended to be a painting with like the spooky eye holes.
Californ is going to be looking for opportunities to get away from these giants, but is going to play along for now.
Okay.
Do we pursue them out the room now? Because we just saw that happen.
Your noises, you hear them walking away, you can figure they're with them. Y'all tell me what you want to do.
Well, they appear to be walking off with Californ and Nayland. Should we follow? I assume.
We're gonna have
Hopefully,
to.
indeed. Hopefully, I will not be forced to explain this again later. We'll head towards the door.
Okay.
Simone's just muffled in the corner. Can't hear you. Can't. Just standing there.
Alistair will go get Simone. Come. They've taken Californ and Nayland, so we are going to follow.
Who? What? Oh. Okay.
The child's corrupted parents.
Is she really your mom?
Are you asking Alistair that?
Yeah.
Alistair will say, I do not believe so. But I have sort of come to learn that with Californ, it's usually best to just nod affirmatively and let her talk.
I see. Okay.
He cannot prove that he is not.
All right. As you are walking, Helifern and Naylan, the one giant kind of taps their axe as this rune lights up, and 4 wolves jump out of it.
Mhm.
Ice. 3 surround you, and the one, and it looks to the one and says, "Go find a Fluffy." So starts running. As it points to directions, presumably outside the castle.
Does Nathan speak Sylvan?
No.
Does Nathan speak Thieves' Camp?
No.
She thieves can't.
I'm going to try saying something in common around the giants. Do you understand common?
Of course we do.
Okay.
Please, stupid?
No, I just...
Stupid giant? This is what you were taught?
No, absolutely not. It's just, my friend, I want to make sure they understand you.
That's me. She's talking about me. Thank you very much for your hospitality. Question mark?
God, they're lucky.
Yeah.
Be interested in both of you. And that one doesn't have gifts. Maybe he will add her to the collection.
Well, I mean, I guess if he likes collecting pets.
Am I the pet? What?
I'm negotiating, Neelan.
Okay. So you keep walking that way. In the room, what is the plan?
Wait, with the rest of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
PW is like first out the door. He's not going to spend too much time waiting.
Yeah, I thought we were all following already. I thought that was the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Do we know that the wolves are out though? Would we have heard them or anything?
No, but you come out. I need stealth checks.
At disadvantage?
If you have exhaustion.
Shit.
I am become the wall.
16.
Okay. So 16 fails, 10 fails.
12 fails.
But we're all fail.
So it's 2 fails. Simone and
Jeez.
Alistair. And then I need Silver and
25.
25. Success. Silver.
10.
3 fails and a success.
Lord.
So
Just
about
Alistair
the door
checks
slams
Roxy.
behind you. Do they turn?
Oh shit.
Go up.
Size and robot.
The 3 wolves run over to you. You will come as well then. Says the giant.
Certainly. Yes, certainly. They, the 2 with you are our guides. We follow. We generally follow them. So it would probably be best if we all went together. Yes.
Wow, you have such a pretty coat. Can I touch it?
Oh. If you get the sense touching it might frostbite you.
Oh shit.
They seem to be made of ice.
Ooh.
Alistair pulls his robe like this and
Alright. Noted.
crosses his arms.
Never mind. But you do look rather stunning. I can turn into wolves myself, but nothing like that. You guys look so awesome.
They continue to walk down. Anything? So this looks like they're walking right down the hallway to the throne room. Anything y'all want to do?
Now that I can see them, subtle detect thoughts on one of the giants. Mostly what he wants to get is, can he get a sense if they're compromised?
Oh, indeed. Give me an insight check with advantage.
Oh, cool. I'm going to need that because I don't have...
This might be flat if you're exhausted.
No, actually, at the moment, it's not.
advantage didn't matter. 3 is the higher of the two.
All right. Yeah, just trying to detect surface here thoughts. Not able to fully understand.
Okay. All right.
Before we slide in there, Simone, whilst being carried by Alistair, would like to awaken my spores to cast Symbiotic Entity to give myself 32 temp hit points.
Oh, nice.
So I just become super heavy.
Wait, Alistair's trying to carry you?
Oh, I thought you were carrying me. I thought you like picked me up like a potato sack and were like bringing me out because I was just sitting in the corner like a moron.
I have -3 in strength, so I just went to get you and tell you what we were doing.
Oh, okay. Well then, never mind. I'm just buff.
Here we go.
That's all. Haha.
All right.
So PW came out of the door, like, ready to fight, and then slowly inserted his hands into the pockets of his robes instead.
Nice. And all right. Then anything before the throne room?
Would I have time to get some good berries passed out?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Simone's gonna start digging in her pockets, and then she's gonna pull out some questionably looking mushrooms. She's gonna blow the dust and the hair and the lint and the dirt and the whatever else was in her pockets off of them, and she's going to pass them out to those of us that are here. She will give 3 to Alistair, 2 to Patient Whisper, 2 to Silver, and the rest I will hold on to. So I think I have 2.
Dedicated small little drawer.
Oh, I have 3 also. Okay. Eat these just in case. They're kind of old, but they're still good.
How much do each of them give?
1.
Okay.
But they could save someone if they get downed.
Okay.
I was gonna eat one immediately.
Well, go ahead, dog. It's a 1 HP.
All right. I will not eat those. I'm sorry, can I try one more thing? Can Alistair, since again I'm sorry, I know I've got this. Sigvar. Is Sigvar with us?
Sigvar stayed in the room.
Oh, okay. All right.
And saw the thing and was like, because he wasn't going to pull anything out because they know who he is. So he was like, nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, he's smarter than we are.
Yeah, evidently.
Yeah, Califern will fly over to sit on Nalen's shoulder and just kind of whisper, Nalen,
Gilliford, what the hell is your plan?
well, my plan didn't work, but so here's the new plan, okay? Do you have any spells?
Got some.
Okay, listen, when we go in there, they're probably going to... Okay, so they already know I have, powers, but they don't know about your powers yet. So you've really got to work to convince them that you're going to be useful. Because, if we're going to start our new lives as servants to giants, then, it's going to be really important that you really pitch yourself.
Well, what do giants need? What?
Well, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know a lot of giants. I just speak the language.
Well, how does that make any sense?
Well, listen, I don't remember everything. Our memories are all insane. But just go out there and be the best magical elf you can. And then I'm sure you'll get like a really good spot.
Spot?
Yeah,
we planning on staying here?
Well, I think we're not going to have a choice, Nayland. I think this is going to be our lives now, so just, go with it.
Nayland swears in
Hey,
Elvish.
but we'll be together forever.
Nayland swears louder in Elvish.
Do I hear that? Right, we're like right behind you, right?
Yeah, you guys are together,
Yeah.
all together at this point.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
We had to
I
call
understand your swears. The end. Those are no words.
Kellifer.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen after this, and, well, if we get ourselves out of this situation, I mean, well, you were saying the other day, well, yesterday, well before the endless bedroom, about Simone and her sacrificing her eye, and you wondering if that's ethical, knowing that maybe this might affect Simone's that come after. Well, I really don't think that makes a whole lot of sense, but that's besides the point. I really don't think you were talking about Simone at all. I have a feeling you were talking about yourself, and I have a feeling you were saying that you were frustrated that you think another Kelly made you a pixie like this. And I just wanted to say that, well, that really sucks, and if we get out of this, I'd like to help you figure out a way to not become a pixie, to, shed those wings, you might say.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Well, if you want to get rid of your wings and become big again, or...
What?
What?
Rid of my wings?
Well, you said you weren't always a pixie, and I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, well, maybe
So you're looking at my wings?
Not intentionally. I mean, they're fine. I could look at you. You want me to look at your wings?
No, I don't want you to look at the wings.
Okay, I won't look.
Why? What?
Is that rude? Sorry, is that anti-pixie or something?
Are you trying to take my wings?
Take your wings? No. This is getting away from me. Never mind. Just don't talk and we'll walk. We'll walk.
Yeah. Okay. Just kind of keeps an eye on you.
Anything else before the room?
Do we have time to heal?
No. Not
Well,
a short
then-
rest anyway.
No.
Stuff.
DW, do you think we can take him down if I get dimension shackles on one of them?
We don't have time for shopping or just like a long rest. No throne room gift shop.
I have them though.
Can we put them on a creature that's... Does the creature have to be incapacitated?
We could maneuver.
That's what the shackles say.
It says I'm an incapacitated creature.
Okay.
Unless we maneuver to do fancy things with levels of exhaustion. Sounds like a good plan.
All right. So you come into the guard room first, as if you're not going to give me something here, they will say, "Wait here," and you see the guards kind of look, and they're giants themselves, though smaller than these, as they stand at attention, as they whisper to the door, and a voice booms out in giant. I will see you soon. We will wait here. So, in this guard room, there's a waiting period. You tell me if there's anything.
Second chance.
Yeah, I feel like we're being hinted to do something, and I've looked at all of my abilities.
Am I able
think
to
we
take a
should
short
heal.
rest in this waiting period?
How
I
many?
will say this. I will say y'all can have a short rest through this time.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
all right.
Who's in the
Who's
guard
the
room
guy?
with us right now?
It is the two guards.
Two
The-
guards.
The two ones that went to gotcha.
Okay.
And then there are two other guards here.
Okay.
So, I will tell you, are all CRs above 10? Two that are above 15?
Yeah.
I'm full health, baby.
Um. I mean, over this time, Alistair will sort of, maybe even one by one, do his mental speech with everybody, saying, "Do we want to get out of here?"
Well, do you have a plan?
I have an idea for a distraction, but I don't want to do that if we're not actually ready to run or to do something to get out of this.
I mean, we can try to run, but I don't want to leave anybody behind if that's what you were talking about.
That's why I'm asking everyone.
I have emergency dynamite.
Right. We did tell our friend that we would not kill any of their friends or family.
Right.
They look pretty strong.
That they do.
Or, I mean, our other option is maybe we could sign a contract and work for a period of years, and as that time passes, we'll eventually get back on our way.
That, or they shove roses into our heads.
That, or they shove roses into our heads, yes.
I do not desire to be filled with roses.
Okay, it sounds like we're leaning toward running then. Is there any opposition to this plan?
I don't know how we're gonna outrun their ghost wolves.
Oh yeah, how do we outrun those?
I know this sounds crazy, but I think Kelifern's plan might make sense. If we could work here for a time, we might be able to find the source of the roses and maybe.
Yeah, I was trying to point. I would suggest at this point, I mean, because it could be hard the other way, is to think of like the forward progress, things you can do to manipulate the situation.
Okay.
Right. Or like whether here or when you go in the throne room, just between whether it's social or whether there's sneaking and then moving, whatever might work. I would say just kind of think more on that line.
Okay, so how about this? I mean, they think that I'm a seer. They think that I can see things to come. What if we can use that to our advantage? To help them get us to where we need to be.
Well, I'm not sure what you're insinuating, but I do think maybe you're the best at talking, and I'm gonna just cast Enhance ability on you to give you advantage on charisma checks.
I mean, I think it might be because if we're obviously we can't fight because that's going to go against our agreement. If we run a huge risk of not really knowing what we're up against. But if they genuinely believe that I'm this magical being who can see the future, maybe we can all use our magics to try and manipulate the situation a little bit.
What are we trying to accomplish, Kelifer?
We're trying to get to where we need to be. And I think if we can use this...
Where is that? Where is that? Where is it that we need to be?
Well, I thought y'all knew.
Do any of us know?
Well, Simone knows.
Pecks the ground aimlessly.
I think we're trying to find the roses that our friend saw, right?
That are corrupting and manipulating everybody.
Exactly.
seeing and manipulating the ones we are currently under guard by at the moment. I think we are where we need to be.
Wait. Maybe this could be it, though, Alistair. I have this weird. I have been feeling this weirdness about these yellow flowers. What if this is why? What if that's the most truthful part of this? Is that if we get close to these yellow plants, I can convince them that if they take us to them, I can use them to help them. But in reality, we just need to get there so that we can stop this corruption. If we stop the corruption, that ends the problem. We just got to get our foot in the door. And I don't think running away is going to get us there.
Yeah, he's going to say, I want you to know that I do believe in your plan. He's going to reach out to hand you something, and the thing that he's handing you is the stick of dynamite. Jesus.
Okay. But I also have a secondary idea.
Over.
If they don't believe your words and we need to provide them with an action,
What
we
is
know
it
that we come back, right? Somehow. What if that's something we can prove like, oh, they don't die, they come back to life, kind of, sort of.
The problem is, if we do that, my understanding is whoever comes back, they're not going to have a clue who we are. And I do, however, think we can use part of that plan, Silver, because you, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't look like you would be capable of doing some of the things you're capable of doing. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Maybe if we start making predictions that come true, convincing them that a deity is being made angry and is making things happen in the room, if anyone has magics that can fool them. Silver, for instance, if you could use your strength in a way to... But you would just have to play the part of somebody who maybe isn't as strong as you actually are at first. But they're all ideas. If we can all put our heads together, I feel like we can accomplish this.
You know that they are familiar with regular magic, so the appearance of supernatural effects will not be inherently impressive to them.
That's true. But we know things, right? We know about the yellow flowers. We can convince them that these yellow flowers have properties. If we're able to... Could somebody create an illusion of a yellow flower? If so, we could feed it to Silver here to show the properties can heighten one's abilities to do impressive feats, because, I mean, Silver doesn't get her strength from magic.
Simone, you're a druid, right? Can you make flowers?
Nope. Sure can't.
Can
Try
you
it
make
out.
mushrooms?
Yeah, I gave you some.
Alistair sighs, and there's a spread of yellow flowers on the ground with mouths in them, chattering.
It's not the same, but I think we could work with this if I pick one who doesn't scream.
No, your hand goes through it.
Oh, damn.
Or something like this. Snaps his fingers, and a yellow flower
almost like a tattoo with a mouth appears on Kelifern's chest.
A yellow flower tattoo appears on Kelifern. Okay. Okay.
We should leave that on. That works.
Okay. Yeah, we should. Absolutely.
And he makes the teeth chatter so that it's a moving tattoo.
That's brilliant. That's perfect, actually.
Truly the work of a benevolent deity.
Indeed, pixies have a connection to the forest lands, so maybe I am a part of that.
Okay.
He changes the
I have
minor
to
illusion so
fetch
that
it.
the flower is like chewing on a squirrel. Let's pick the squirrel up and it's just chewing on it.
What's your confession, Simone?
With all this talk of deities and trying to lie, I'm not the god of trickery.
What? You're lying to us this whole time.
I did, and I made you all eat dirt. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud.
So we're kind of
Alistair
like
leans
her
over the
hand
nail
on your
and then goes,
shoulder, and she's like, Simone, I knew it the whole time. I ate the dirt because I knew it would make you happy.
Really?
Yes.
You did that for me? Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'd probably eat a dismembered hand for you if it would make you happy.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, and I think we've all pretended to be a deity at some point in our lives.
Okay, well, I feel better. Well, with that said, I've got a few things up my sleeve, but not many. So if we're trying to trick them, I'll play off of whatever you've got going on, but I can't promise it'll be great.
I think it will be.
I think we're gonna die.
most likely. No, most likely
Right.
is what's about to happen.
Enter! The door opens. And you come into the presence. If this giant that sits on the icy throne was standing, you'd imagine he'd come to about 70 feet tall. In his right hand, there is a blade of ice and runes that is easily 30 feet. That glows with runic energy. From him, you feel immense amount of arcane energy flowing between him and his sword. Though, around his head and growing into his ears are vines of yellow roses. And you can see in the room, having cracked through the ice, is a root that is made into a bush. And it's not overly big, but the bush vines itself move and encircle four in the room. The large one that the Neong say, Utgad Loki. And as well as two that look like they are likely the parents of your patron. These are Asiya and their companions. We thought you may wish to speak to her and obtain the companions if it is your desire. That could be an option, says Ukaloki. I might be open to it. Now, little insects speak.
Kelifern will position herself as she flies upward so that her yellow tattoo can be seen. She'll even cast light on it so that it glows a little bit. Greetings, mighty giant. I come fluttering on gossamer wings, heralding the dawn of a new prophecy from the enchanted groves where the yellow roses bloom eternal. I bring you tidings of great importance. Petals
imbued ancient wisdom. They have spoken to me in the language known only as ethereal whispers. A new dawn, blossoming wonders, guardians of balance, Great One. The echoes of the yellow roses have summoned me here, for they are not pleased. However, if this great giant of heavy importance were to wish upon the great yellow wonder, those roses would guide you to a future of splendor and joyous delight. What say you, great mighty giant?
It's a smile on his face. Herald of the hungering yellow flower. Show
Yeah.
me your true. Kiss the growing bush.
Parlor tricks. I will show you something much more impressive than that. But first, I need to know if you are truly loyal to the great yellow hunger. Do you genuinely think the yellow hunger would send to you someone as tall as you? No, they would send someone you see as an insect, to flutter my way into your home and make certain your ears hear this message. For the yellow hunger only asks one time before it leaves forever.
Give me a deception check.
Inspo.
Well, I've already got the thing that gives me straight checks because I do have the level of exhaustion here. Okay. Let's see what happens. It all comes down to this, right?
Didn't Nayland make you do advanced ability?
30, 30, 30, 30,
Woohoo.
30.
Okay.
That's what was giving her straight.
50 gold on California.
He looks. I believe you think this to be true, but I doubt one such as you would need to resort to parlor tricks. So,
No, we've all had I mean, I don't want to assume, but I think you guys have also been touched by the bush.
So as he sort of points, and he actually takes the tip of his sword and points to the tattoo. He goes, "Why would the great harbinger resort to an illusion?"
Because my actual tattoo is me. If you could see the actual yellow hunger, your eyes would go blind.
There is nothing under that tattoo.
You are correct. Nothing at all.
Then show me this great power and evidence that you come from it.
Very well. I was afraid you might ask for a test. So be it. Let's see here. I look around the room. Do I see anything that I think Silver could break?
I mean, there's like stone potter, like stone things, like stone vases and cups and such things. I mean, there's various things of stone, basically. In here, a royal room. It all looks very sturdy. Maybe.
Okay, worth a shot. I'm going to fly down.
I would just say, just keep in mind, I'm not sure what you're going for, but they themselves are extremely strong. So kind of like, oh, they can break things too is not the... I just know what you're going.
Exactly, and that's... I'm glad you said that. So she is going to go down and look for one such piece of pottery, and she kind of looks for one of the giants, just a random giant, and says, "Are you able to break this?"
They look at God or Loki, and they nod. Oh, my guy can break it.
By all means.
So they would take it, and let's see what they do here. Use high and smash, and it bursts into bits.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. Who might be your equal? These are the devout disciples and followers of the Yellow Hunger. Just simple farmers, simple nobodies. Nobody without the hunger. Let's see. Perhaps this one, she points at Naylan. She seems sort of strong. Maybe this one. She looks at Patient Whisper. No, that's not worth anyone's time. And then she'll go over to Silver. You there. What do you do for a living?
I am but a simple fisher. I dive for clams and oysters.
Let's see what you're capable of doing on your own without the Yellow Hunger. And I kind of point to one of the pieces of pottery. She's kind of looking at you like, please don't.
I'm trying to think of how I would punch it without like with what I guess I'm just gonna try to punch it without my usual strength.
Okay, so I'd say, give me. Was she trying to break it or not?
No.
Non-lethal.
Okay, so you're trying to fake punch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a deception check.
$15.
You'll take it. Okay, you succeed in not hurting it.
What does the crowd look like when she does that?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Dirty 20?
You look specifically Utgard Haloki. They kind of chuckle and raise an eyebrow and have a skeptical look as though they saw through what was being done here.
You, giant. I want you to choose an object for my friend.
Say this. As you're doing this, I'd like to know, what is everyone else doing in this moment? And so I'll say this again. not again, I guess for this one, but in these things, what I do is I kind of do group things everyone does. So if you're doing anything that could get information or add to whatever, that does go through the successes needed for the encounter. So it's not about like putting one person front and center, let them do the roles. It's about everyone doing different things. So you can tell me what is happening with all of you.
I think Nayland before was trying to prompt. She's hoping to find an opening for Alistair to describe the dreams and things he sees when he uses his magic, or the dreams he has when he goes to sleep, because that, she believes, would be an authentic description of what it's like to be touched by the Yellow Hunger.
PW is surveilling the room in an effort to try and see if you can tell the source of, or if there is a larger concentration of the rose roots leading elsewhere into the room. E.g., any of them look especially important.
Okay, give me a perception check.
It's a 12, unless it needs to be better.
It does.
Moment. I try a little bit harder.
What'd you get?
14.
A 14. Okay. I think from what you can tell, there does seem to be a central route that it comes into the room, and everything seems to come from there. And as this is happening, there's a lot of movement. You can look down, and within even that route, there is a deep black, what appears to be some type of seed that it grows out of.
I can see the seed in the root, or that it's kind of like flowing by, or...
Sorry, what are you asking for clarity on?
Oh, just, is the seed like visible, like the roots are semi-translucent, or...
You can see how it's coming out of a seed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
A
So I can see
large,
the roots bursting out.
large black seed. That so, and it kind of the skin almost swirls, almost like mimicking like a black hole.
How about how far away is that?
That's about down the chasm here. It would be about 60 feet.
So, I guess clarifying, I did not know there was a chasm in this throw room.
So that chasm, it's like a crack.
Oh, okay, so that's the through which the root has burst. That's the...
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, part crack to the giants, about a 10-foot chasm to you.
So PW would be looking towards the chasm and looking towards that seed in a meaningful glance.
Okay, so and then we'll count that as thing progressing here. For this purposes, I'd say you guys sort of have a way you're communicating. So if you want to play off what anybody has done, you can know that they are doing that. I don't want to kind of wait for they relate that somehow, so you can know what's going on.
Nayland catches PW's eye and kind of froze her eyes real big and uses her hands to mimic an explosion, like a "let's drop the dynamite down the crack."
I mean, prior Califern clarification: did she accept the dynamite from you? Did she leave me hanging?
I mean, she took whatever y'all were giving her.
So she gets the dynamite.
And Califern has the dynamite.
Nayland swears at Elvish.
Alright. Since you're
phrase
contemplating,
a lot.
Nayland, I'll give you an Arcana check.
Oh, are you sure?
Or survival, your choice.
Oh, survival for sure. Alright.
I don't want to die. It's a good motivator.
A 10. I hate
Not
exhaustion.
good enough.
What'd you get?
A 10.
A 10. I would say then, I'm looking at the eyes and starting to see now this potential weak spot. I encourage you that just by the nature of a plant being a plant and the snow deal, even if this is something otherworldly, it's likely not in its physical form, but some type of protection. You think there would be a fairly significant amount of damage that would have to be dealt within one round in order to achieve a breakage.
All right, I say that with my eyes to all of my friends.
I do have mental communication. This eye dialogue is not necessary.
PW, we gotta hit it with something real big.
Do we have anything that would qualify?
Simone, Alistair, Silver.
Are we... Now we're going to blow something in here up. I don't understand what our plan is.
Our plan was to try and sever the connection from these people who were being mind controlled and the yellow hunger. BW found the source, supposedly down this crack.
The seed is the source of the roots that reach into the throne room and the king.
I mean, I could punch it a lot.
It likely would require a significant concerted effort that could be difficult.
Silver's idea is not so bad. I mean, I have a feeling they already know Silver was faking earlier, so maybe as punishment we can feed her to the yellow hunger.
It's going to take more than one of us.
Alistair, are you able to cast Shatter again? It would seem your knowledge of interdimensional forces may allow you to crack that nut.
I'm not sure that would be as effective as one of the other things I can do. It is a plant, after all.
Do we think
I
the
am
seed...
willing.
I can use the smoke. I.e., I can cast blight. But we will certainly all be killed if we just attempt to do this.
It seems likely we are dead either way.
Just mechanically speaking, do we have a sense that the seed counts as a creature, or no?
It would count as a creature, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't intend to end my existence as a vase.
Are there any like pillars in this hall?
Yeah, there's pillars of stone here.
Do I think I could potentially break one?
You could certainly try to break one.
How many load-bearing pillars until it comes down?
I'll give you this. It's trying to give you the strength of this pillar. I would say that it's 50 HP with a threshold of 30.
Okay, then I couldn't hit that with just one punch.
What about the crown?
Put the crown on his, so like the stone crown.
Yeah, I'm asking the group.
What crown?
The crown that has the thorns going into his ear.
Yeah.
To attempt to dislodge it.
I mean, I could rip it out of his head, but that might cause massive brain damage.
Sorry, point of clarification, Matt. When he told Kelifern to kiss the rose, what was he pointing at? He wasn't pointing at the
He's
seed.
pointing at the root, the seed root that was coming through the main branch.
Oh, he was pointing at that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say focus at this point, I would say on what you guys want to do. So I would say we want to try to give actions as kind of go, like, I think this, so I'm going to go do this, because it's happening. You're not having like a moment to have this mental discussion necessarily. That it was more of like information can be given so someone can choose to do something.
Okay.
Having all
Okay.
the information. So if someone wants to push something forth.
So if
He
you
was prepared to
have-
jump in the hole.
okay, I was going to suggest that Alistair could offer to kiss the seed instead, and as he gets close, he'll spew blight on it.
Okay. So I'd say patient prepares, and you're saying Alistair offers. So that's your action there.
I mean, I don't. I shouldn't be making the decision by myself. I don't know what we're.
Well, I guess what I'm
doing
trying to say is that it's okay to do that because people are just everyone's kind of taking what they're saying, what they're doing, and so the
Okay.
scene is enveloping. Is almost like an initiative, right? So it's almost like cool because the scene has to happen in real time. So it's okay because
Okay.
if a character really thinks it's a bad idea, they can say that, and I don't think that's squashing anybody's thing anyway, is it?
I wouldn't hate it if it popped off.
Yeah.
If that's the
I mean,
direction
I'm
it
trying
goes.
not to.
Yeah.
Kelifern's got this is going to completely undercut what Kelifern's trying to do. So
I mean, not really.
Yellow.
I mean, Kelifern's idea was basically try to convince them that we are, doing this thing, but it looks like they're seeing through that ruse at this point. And so, yeah, by all means, do what you got to do.
And I'll say the end to that was for them to allow us to see the root, which we had found.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
was
opened
good.
up to everyone doing the check so that we can move the scene.
Okay.
So cool. So you offer. Alistair, give me deception.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to do a different way, Phil?
No, that's fine. I didn't know if you wanted me to RP this or you just wanted me to make the check. That's all.
You can.
I can make the check.
Matt,
Sure.
could Kelifern help with this deception?
Yeah, I'll allow that. So why don't you RP that out? Because we can slow it down and let you RP it.
Because I was just
So-
thinking
so-
he could help with this.
Alistair will step forward and say, Kelifern, it is obvious that we need to fully show them. And he'll step forward and say, Your Highness, I have been touched by things from this other world. The world where the other rose comes from. And I would like to, if I may, kiss the seed as you have requested. I am feeling compelled to, actually, as the things in my head are, this must be. They are allies of the rose, and they wish me to join with you. I can offer you more proof if you like, or I can simply kiss the rose.
All right. And Kelifern, how would you like to help?
It changes how I'll approach it a little bit. Let's see. As you can see, these disciples, they have felt the hunger All of them. I myself, I cannot kiss, for to do so would cause an implosion. The yellow hunger flows within my blood. It is all about me. I only exist because it exists. And therefore, if you wish to see this kiss, then take one of these disciples for yourself, and they will show you what they are capable of when they are hungry.
Yes. With advantage, make your deception check, Alistair.
What's your deception?
Hmm?
I was going to roll separately if your deception was bad.
Delighted.
My deception is +5.
Yeah, I'd like to roll separate.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. You can both roll.
I got a 22.
Nice. I got a 28.
Okay. Cool. So it'd be. All right. Leans. Raises an eyebrow. Now we're willing, are we? And I'll say PW, give me. Actually, PW and Nayland, give me stealth checks.
$16.
That's a 14, and nothing needs to be better.
Actually needs to be at least a 16.
It will attempt to do. 17.
Okay. So, with all of that, he goes. Because he doesn't notice the two of you eyeing and positioning towards the thing. He goes, approach and show me your connection then.
Alistair will approach the chasm. He's sort of walking. He's walking a little jerkily, and it's only somewhat acting because he knows what it actually feels like when the stuff inside him kind of takes control. So he's
And as you walk, there's like this. You start to begin to hear whispers from the vines, and then you hear whispers from within as if they're talking.
Right.
Matt, you also said there was a bush too.
Yeah, bush coming from the roots. Yeah.
So and that's down in the chasm.
The bush itself is not. It's above the chasm.
Okay. When Kelly asked me to punch the thing, could we have placed it kind of near that bush? Or within 40 feet of the bush?
Give me. Oh, so give it like sleight of hand or stealth, or deception.
I think I'll do stealth.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 9.
9. All right, so I'd say it's not quite within range. So it's not within 40. I would say in this large room, it's probably a good 70 because you weren't quite over there. But doesn't mean you couldn't try to grab and run towards it or do something crazy. So
Do I have a sense? So the stuff in my head's talking to the rosebush. Do I have a sense if that's a cordial conversation?
I like that's hard to tell in this moment. It's just all these unintelligible whispers. Anything that Simone wants to add to this?
I don't think so. Not at the moment. I think Simone's just kind of like taking this in, and I think that she would honestly want to be playing an angle with the the wolves, but I don't think that there's like a whole lot of room for that at the moment, so that's fine.
Okay, she's kind of like, hey, groovesies.
Yeah, just like talking to them to build a rapport and like play into like their sympathy of like, well, how are they being treated here? You know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, cool. Give me animal handling.
Finally, my time has come.
All right. Surely I roll well, and I'm going to use my.
Can I use an inspiration to
Yeah.
flat roll? Because I'm too exhausted.
Yes.
Start a wolf union.
All right, let's go. Come on, please. You're fucking. It was on 17 and then it flipped over to 3. That is a 11.
Okay. They seem to be deciding and if they can get away with using use a snack.
Perfect. Probably. That's all. I'll just keep working out of just like talking to him and stuff.
All right. Then, as you all approach, we will end for tonight.
No.
Start right above. All right. Anyone watching, thank you so much, and we will come back to this next week.